that fun.
Yeah, especially when Cheryl Lynn got on the screen there. I love that.
There we go. So Josh, I would like us to see if we can get started here in talking about this amazing Fame and Profit Summit that we have coming up. So why don't you tell our listening audience what's going on and why did you invite me? I'm very curious.
Well, yeah. And so here's the reality. I think a lot of people can empathize with this, like, especially like if you're various stages of business or early stage of business, there's a lot of noise out there in terms of like what you should be doing to attract business. And unfortunately, and I say unfortunately, there's a lot of noise out there that says that the solution to all your problems is to automate your customers, to treat them like numbers, to just, sell, slide into DMs, sell, baby, sell. It's very bro-y. And quite honestly, it doesn't feel great. Well, I should say it doesn't feel great, I think, for about 80-90% of the population. 10%, cool. They love it. I can't do that. And I've built up a couple of pretty successful companies. And in both cases, what I did, Cheryl, is I just really lean into building meaningful relationships with centers of influence. I start by, a real big Bob Burg approach to that, where we just kind of, what's something nice that I can do for this person? And you know what? Just trust the process, because I truly believe is that you cannot outgive the market when you lead with authentic generosity. So that's what Fame and Profit is all about. So what we found, as at all 1,400 podcast interviews I've done, we really found like the 40 just most amazing, like they get it. This is how they run their company as well. They've built themselves to a position of high authority because of their relationships. And so what I want to do is I want to break that down so that people know, look, you don't have to spam. You don't have to advertise. You can lead with your heart and do what you truly love. Make that impact in the world and do so with a bunch of your most amazing friends.
So you built a lot of friends over the last, 5, 6, 7 years that you've been focusing on saving angels. Is that what it's called?
No. Up My Influence. Yeah, so Savings Angel, I launched back in 2007. So okay. That was kind of my first company to really make it do okay, right? Before then, failed in business 6 times. Tried all the stuff that I thought I was supposed to do. Didn't enjoy a lot of it. It just felt out of integrity with who I am. Savings Angel, I'm like, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to really just lead with service. Yeah, we did well. And then about 8 years ago, I just started serving in my local startup community. 8-9 years ago, started, just serving on boards and stuff. And I accidentally created another company just because I got pretty good at, I've been in the press over 2,500 times and TV. I've been a syndicated newspaper columnist for about 15, 16 years. So that's kind of the first version of Up My Influence. But today, what we really do is exactly what I'm talking about. So if what I'm talking about, like that resonates with you, like you don't like being pushy, you would much rather just like, systematize, not to want to say systematize, but create systems that just naturally put you in a position where you're able to build relationships with decision makers, centers of influence, investors, and whoever it is that who would be most valuable to you in your life. Well, again, if you lead with enough generosity and the right approach, and just take your sales hat, take it off, and just give. Again, you won't outgive the market. I know this. So
congratulations on your success. And I'm absolutely honored to be one of your 40 some odd speakers that are presenting on November 1 through 3. And we're doing a lot of preparation to make sure that we're attracting all the amazing clients and customers that absolutely are going to be so excited to hear this message. It is so powerful. All the people that I've met in the mixers, Josh, have just been class act, world class, like really Name a couple of them. Give everybody an idea who's coming.
Sheesh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, folks folks that I've been able to work with. So a lot of these people, so we distilled down the 1,400, then we got to 180 applicants. And then out of that 180, we boiled it down to 40. So yeah, you've got your Tom Matson, Amanda Bale, Lynn Whitback is, oh my gosh, is she amazing? Michael DeLon. I mean, there are a lot of really heavy hitters, but one thing you're going to find in common, not a single one of them is going to feel at all like salesy. Like these are just generous, giving people. And like you can tell really quickly when you start to hear them speak, like this is someone who really cares about, making the world a better place, or, again, just kind of leading with integrity, and also just being very transparent too. We've worked very hard. We've talked with a lot of people in order to find the kind of people that we now are just so grateful to have good relations. And by the way, what I'm talking, the link, hopefully you'll see this somewhere, right? It's free. It's a free event. And thanks to sponsors who have sponsored it, because they're like, Josh, we believe in this as well. Folks like Lynn Petite Queen, she's one of our platinum sponsors. Derek Van Ness with Big Life Financial. These are people that believe in making the world a better place and de-junkifying marketing. Yeah.
I love building relationships and taking the time for that. So it's cool when you can make 10 great friends within this speaking thing, event that we have going on versus 2,000 events or 2,000 people that you spam and you don't ever get to contact anyone specifically. So my market is healthcare, right? Mental health care. And we're presenting to hospitals, and that's not something you call cold on. That's something that you need to knock on doors and build relationships and have fun with, right? And get to know the people so that they feel confident in order to do that. And that's what I feel is there's so much potential in all of the people that are coming to this event, guests as well as the speakers.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be it's November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Again, the ticket is free. Cheryl, do you have a link that you put in the description below or in the comments below? I think is where it'll appear. So just click on that link to get your free ticket. And then, but yeah, definitely use Cheryl's a link for that. There are some upgrade opportunities if you want. Completely up to you if that's something that would be appropriate. If you want closer access or resource or recordings or anything, that's totally up to you. Just get in the room. Just get around these people and just watch your peers. And you're going to see these are the kind of people that I want to learn and grow with.
So awesome. I'm going to be talking a lot to the power of corporate wellness and corporate culture. And there's something that I give away that's complimentary, and it has 4 steps. We call it our Chair of Joy experience. And it's really, and Lynn helped me create this, how to feel better in 60 seconds. You talked about earlier having life hacks to get yourself back into a state of higher vibration so that you can show up energetically and authentically and in alignment with what you're wanting to do in the world. So do you mind if we go through that very quickly?
Cheryl, what you're going to be bringing to our audience through this event is so powerful. You have to keep your cup full. Otherwise, you're showing up at 40, 50% for people, and your audience, your team, your customers, your clients, they deserve as close to 100% as you can give them. But yeah, bring it on.
All right. Awesome. So if you could give me, I know you're always highly energetic and full of pizzazz, but if you could give me one word around, your state of being. Like, I think when you came on before, you were like, getting it done, checking the boxes. There's a lot of to-dos, right? I wouldn't call that overwhelmed, but what might you call it?
No, I would say very, definitely laser focused, intentional. All right. Here's what motivates me is I'm called to do this. Like this is my moral obligation. The universe, whatever, gave me these very specific experiences. I don't have a choice, because if my inaction leads to consequences in the lives of other people, they're just going to default to the loudest mouth in the room if I'm not involved in being of service. And I don't like a lot of the loudest mouths in the room that I see. I shouldn't say I don't like. I think that ultimately ends up being a wild goose chase. It's good for
Absolutely.
the loudmouth, but it's not great for the person that's like, but they said I could make $1 million sitting in my toilet sipping martinis. Like, oh, yeah, that does sell pretty good, doesn't it? But it doesn't work.
All right, so here we go. This is very quick. I want us to get everyone we sort of tapped into the fact that when you come to the end of the day, or even at the beginning of the day, there's some awareness of whatever the emotion is that's going on. And so what the chair of joy does is makes us very intentional about what the word is, or the feeling, or the emotion, and then get to something higher. So you use the word intentional. So I'm going to give you your gift, as I will give everybody in the conference, the gift of your chair of joy. So if you could pick a chair of joy somewhere, look around your office, or look around if you're at your home office, where would you go to sit and get away from the group, from the people, from the work, from the movement? Where would your chair be? Your physical chair?
Oh, well, in this next room over here is our media room. And, that's my recharge spot. Like, it is, listen, it's okay. I know sometimes there's this hustle and grind thing where you're not supposed to watch TV or what, like, no. I really value my downtime. Right there. I got my doggy sitting at my feet. I got my beautiful wife of 27 years sitting next to me. That's my happy spot right there. When we're not out going around, going to theme parks or whatever.
So could we describe that area, or a specific chair in that room, as your chair of joy right now? What color is the chair that you're sitting on?
Well,
over there.
So this chair, I mean, physically it's brown. It's, kind of a brown leather couch.
Perfect. Okay. So can we designate that as your chair of joy?
I love it. I'm going to do that right there. That spot on the couch. That's my chair of joy.
All right. So the cool part about that is when you walk past it, when you're in a stressful moment next time, people go, oh, sit down in my chair of joy. In fact, this saved a woman from losing a $7 million deal because she was spiraling. She was like, I think I don't know. I don't have the right things to say to this particular client. Right. So she moved over to her chair of joy. So when you get there, imagine yourself there. So if you just close your eyes for 30 seconds, I'd like to take you through the chair of joy process.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Close your eyes. There you are. I got to get you really present with me because I can see you have lots of things on your mind. So I want you to sit in your chair of joy. Imagine yourself there, everything that's going around. I want you to take a deep breath. That's step 2. Step 1 is sit. Step 2 is breathe. One more deep breath and really blow it out, whatever it is. Busy, busy day. Let it all go. Perfect. Third step is think about a moment of joy from sometime today, something that happened throughout the day today. And I want you to tap into one specific moment of joy that was just so cool. And when you find it, put a smile on your face. When you find it, I want you to see the details of that moment. And then I want you to feel, 4th step is feel the moment in your body. Even I sometimes rub the back of my neck or roll my head around to move that feeling from my head to my toe. And then last deep breath, and you can come back when you're ready. I know we're out of time, but can you share the moment of joy that you tapped into?
Yeah, giving my doggy Levi a belly rub. He was laying on my carpet right here and he kind of rolled over. I'm like, ooh, it's belly rub time. Yeah. And that was my moment of bliss.
And could you feel the moment in your body, like physically, your neural pathways opening up?
Oh, yeah. I feel the texture of his tummy on my, when I'm.
So the idea is to really get people to recenter and refocus and refresh. So if you could give yourself a new word at the beginning, it was intentional. What's your word now?
So I like intentional, right? But you grounded, that's good. Well, he ran off, but so Levi's belly rub that's a good grounding time for me.
So there's a lot of science around all of that, and we'll talk all through the details of that and the experience and what we can do for mental health and corporate culture in the workplace on my end. And Josh, continue promoting, and I love being part. Anything else you want to leave us with today?
Cheryl, thank you so much for having me. So grateful that we get to collaborate in this work. And again, I'm quite empathic to that person that's like, I'm supposed to do this. No, you don't have to do anything. But what I think you should do is something that like it absolutely resonates with who you are as a person, like, how you were designed, like who you are, like how you want to show up in people's lives. Stay true to that. And if I can honor you and I could be a part of that, then it would be my gift.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you on more summit work, and for sure when we go live on November 1, 2, and 3.
Thank you, Sherilyn. Appreciate you.
All right. See you soon.